Hello there, all my friends who love miniatures on the interwebs. I'm Doc Eon. It's another Monday, and I'm here to ramble. It's in fact Monday, the 14th of November, 2022. And I have a grand total of 5 finished minis. We have the 2 that have been in the works for a while. This collector of some sorts, and the undead giant. Now, in this light you can't probably see the details, but as usual there will be still pics at the end in my lightbox. And finally we have the 3 flying monkeys. They were metallic and I decided to make them brass instead of brass monkeys instead of iron monkeys, but they have kind of steel wings, but mostly brass, and a slight red glow to their eyes. I think, I don't know if you can see it here. I hope it'll show up in the lightbox. So, yeah, 5 is an okay number. I'm fine with finishing 5 in a week. That's okay. You might think my slump was over, but I mean, the 2 in the back were started. They were 50% done at least last week, and these guys are just 2 metallic colors, lots of dry brushing, and then some rock and dirt color. I mean, these went by really quickly. So it's still kind of in a slump, but so I'm doing the easy stuff first. But oh well, let's look at what's still in the works. On my work table we have the Wild West Wizard of Oz figures that are left. They have been primed and given a few undercoats in some cases, and yeah, mostly just primer so far. The other new thing, well, the gem dragon has gotten some clear paint put on it. It's mostly a case of this stuff, Warcolor's Technical Citrine Gem. It's very transparent. I'm trying to figure out a way to shade it. I did use just some Cassandra yellow, Cassandora yellow from Citadel. It didn't do a whole lot. I'm thinking I might need to use some darker ink to get into the cracks of this thing to separate the pieces if I wanted to keep it translucent. The rock it's standing on, I think I've pretty much finished. So this has been painted with clear paints for the big rock, which I'm thinking is a big chunk of crystal, and then there's the smaller crystals that I painted different colors, more green, and then the lower part is just basically rock, and I put a gloss coat on this already. So this is pretty much done. I need to finish the dragon, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the underbelly of the dragon, finish that, glue it onto the rock, paint the top parts, attach the wings. I don't know where I have the wings. They're somewhere around here, and paint those. And yeah, it might take a little while. So for the loot golem, well, as you can see, the idea of having it translucent, I just gave up on that. Though I will say there is a certain amount of translucency left in that the metallic, the gold here. The gold is just dry brushed on, straight on to the clear plastic. There is no dark brown undercoat like I usually do. I might want to add something for the little parts, you know, you can see between the coins where it's not coins, it's something else. Not quite sure what that is supposed to be. Maybe I'll get some darker paint in there to get some contrast, but I don't know. It might not be necessary. He's progressing anyway. I've gotten further than last time. Have not progressed very much at all with the this huge dude. I'm getting sort of tired of him, so I'm gonna actually make an effort and bring him to the painting store. The game store painting evening tonight, actually, and finish him up. Damn it, he needs to get done. Yeah. 90% chance this thing will be done by next week. Giving myself a little leeway there. And for some totally new prep stuff, this is not even primed yet. We have well, in the back here we have the Wood Elf Rangers, who are simply glued together in the cases where they needed to be. Nothing else has been done to them. And the same really with the Basilisk. This was just a few parts: the base, the body, the head, and it's very close to the ground, so it's going to be hard to get any brush in there, but we'll just have to do some really dark paint and call it a job's a good one. Now for the Catoblepas, I actually, as you can tell, I glued his integral base to a larger base because I thought it was just a little bit too small and unstable. Now he's kind of off-centered, but that's because of the shape of his included base. I didn't want to go larger than 50 millimeter, and I'm just going to add more foliage to this open part to sort of balance the composition out. And this was quite a few pieces. I'm wondering if I should have gap filled the neck, but nah, doesn't really matter. I'm not going to bother. So I'm going to prime all these and maybe get started on a little bit of painting them by next week. Now, do I really need to prep more stuff for next week? No, I probably don't need to, but you know I'm gonna anyway because I like doing prep work and I like getting stuff out of these baggies and assembling it and making it look more like real minis. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do these cat people. These are mostly one piece. There's one guy here that needs to be assembled. There's 5 feline humanoids of various kinds. We've got a wizard, a warrior, a ranger, and you know the deal. And maybe a few monsters. But one that I want to show you that I'm not doing right now is this. This turns out to be the Krampus figure that I've already painted in metal before. So I don't know. This guy is going in my box of Christmas minis. I have a large box still of unpainted Christmas themed minis, and he might get brought out sometime in the future, but for now he will be put away on hold because I don't need another Krampus right now. Or I don't know if I ever will. Anyway, so that was this episode. A slow but steady advancement again, and I'm quite happy with that. I'm reasonably happy at least. So I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Please give it a like, subscribe, a comment, and all the usual stuff. But above all, be back here next week. Same day of the week, same channel, same Dakiyan, who is now signing off.